What are some tips that you have for men who are freshly out in the dating game?
Yeah, for men who are trying to get out and meet women and get their dating life popping.
Right.
The first thing is, man, you gotta get yourself in the dating game. So that means you gotta get out your mama's house, you gotta get out your apartment, you gotta get out the basement, and you gotta get out here and get yourself in front of women. Mm-hmm. So you need to go places where the women that you want to meet are. So if you like attract to women like me, that means lounges, clubs, Whole Foods, you know what I'm saying, expensive shopping malls. If you want to meet like high caliber women, whatever type of woman you want to meet, you need to go to the environments that woman is likely to spend her time. All right. The second thing is you got to exercise your mouthpiece. So you got to learn the art of introducing yourself to beautiful women. You got to get over the fear of rejection and the fear of talking to strangers. So the next time you're in a clothing store, a grocery store, a lounge, and you see a woman that you find attractive, you got to get over that whole thing where I'm not supposed to talk to people I don't know. I don't want to interrupt them. And you got to learn how to go say, hi, my name is, and speak for yours. Because closed mouths don't get fed. You need to learn how to introduce yourself to women. Let them know your intentions. I think you're attractive. I saw you from over here. You look real fly. You might have to give me your number so I can see what's happening with you. You understand what I'm saying? Now, where are you from, young lady? And what you got going on? So you got to learn how to speak for yours, learn how to relate with people, and learn how to build some chemistry with somebody. And I would say the next thing, you have to accept that not everybody is for you. So, for the most part in this world, most women are going to reject you because most women are not for you. Or you're going to reject most women because they're not for you. Nonetheless, it's not going to work out. That doesn't mean anything about who you are as an individual. It would be incredibly egotistical to think that most women would like you. That would mean if you wanted to, you could fuck more than 50% of women on earth. That's crazy as hell to think. So you got to understand that when you're going out here campaigning, trying to meet new people, trying to find that next partner, you're going to go through meeting a lot of people to find the few people who are compatible with you. Right? And you have to learn how to prioritize chemistry, balance, equality, and fairness. That's what relationships should be about. Do we have a natural connection? Is there equality? Am I bringing you the same things that you're bringing me of equal value? Is there fairness? Am I treating you equal to how you're treating me? You dig what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And that's what I would say. And probably lastly, if you're just getting out in the dating game, you got to realize that you are competing again. So get your appearance on point. Get your mouthpiece crisp. Get your confidence levels up. And you have to feel that you have value inherently as an individual that other people don't have. Because you are unique. There's no one who's been born with the same set of DNA, personality, and characteristics that you've been blessed with. So you have to know what value you bring to the table, and you have to wear that and assert that and only fuck with people who acknowledge that and respect that. And anybody who doesn't feel compatible with the value that you have naturally, that's cool. You enjoy your night or your afternoon, and I'm going to go find the next person who enjoys what I have to bring to the table. Yes, indeed.
How can someone upgrade their appearance?
Okay, so with your image, which is what you're talking about, how people see you, you have to take a few things into consideration. Number one is, how do you want other people to see you? So you have to know what kind of career or occupation you have. Okay? You have to know what kind of value you want other people to perceive you as having. You have to know what kind of environment you're going to be in. And you have to know who you're going to be with. So if I'm a businessman and I am an entrepreneur, and I want people to think that I'm a boss, and I want to be seen with attractive women and successful people, then off the rip, you know that you're probably going to have to wear suits. You're probably going to have to look like you regularly go to meetings, and you handle important business. So if you expect your women to be in dresses and heels, you can't wear jeans and like sneakers and t-shirts, right? If you want to be at lounges and nice restaurants, again, you have to dress accordingly. So environment is important. If you want to regularly go to business meetings and conferences and places where business is handled, then you have to dress for the occasion. So your wardrobe should reflect where and how you spend your time. And your wardrobe should reflect how you want the people who you want to win over to see you. So if you want business people to like you, dress how business people want to see you. If you want the type of women that you want to like you, dress like the men that they want to be with, right?
Right.
Dress for success based on what you want your life to be, is what I would say. You don't have to be a businessman, right? Let's say that you're like a hipster and you're into art and you want that vibe and you do yoga and you want to be like all yin and like, I'm not materialistic and I'm like non-attachment and I'm more about, you know what I'm saying, like vibes and connection. Cool. That's what's up, player. So what you got to do is, you know what I'm saying, go to Lululemon and go to the thrift store, right? And then go downtown to the hipster art district and figure out what people like in that environment, right? Mm-hmm. What do people wear at the coffee shop? What do people wear going to yoga? What do people wear in the art studio? And dress accordingly, right? Because you can't be a business suit wearing nigga with loafers that have sparkles on them and a pinky ring and a Rolex at the hipster coffee shop with a bitch wearing a motherfucking like, you know what I'm saying, overalls that look like she just got done painting at a wine and sip. You know what I'm saying? So everything has to make sense is what I'm trying to say. Your image has to make sense with your environment, your reality.
So when a man is approaching a woman, what are some tips that you have as far as sparking up a conversation and approaching them properly?
Oh, okay. That's very easy. The first thing is introduce yourself, right? You need to be able to look at somebody in the eyes and say, hi, my name is, and not feel uncomfortable or unconfident doing that. The next thing is let the person know why you're interrupting them. Because it's an interruption. If I see you in Whole Foods shopping and I think you're attractive and I'm like, hi, my name is Cameron. I thought you were attractive, so I wanted to come over here and introduce myself. What's your name?
Gabby. What's your
Okay.
name?
Where are you from, Gabby?
I'm from Texas.
So after you introduce yourself and let them know why you're talking to them, the next step is getting to know the basic details. What do you have going on? What do I have going on? Where do you live? Where do I live? Is there a possibility, logistically, that something can pop off or not? You'll get into the chemistry later. When you first meet somebody, the first thing is, can we meet up somewhere where we can talk and get to know one another? You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So that's what it's about. But the hardest part is having the confidence to go up to somebody, look them in the eyes, have good eye contact, have good vocal tonality, and say, my name is this, I think you're attractive, and I want to get to know you. That's essentially what you're saying. You look hella fly, I like that dress, that's why I had to come talk to you. My name's Cameron, what's your name?
Gabby.
That's what's happening, Gabby. Now, what are you doing out here in Vegas?
Visiting.
Do you have something going on that I should know about?
I'm going to the club tonight.
Okay, what's popping at the club?
Me and my girls are getting a table together.
Okay, now your girls, do they have some fly shit popping?
Of course.
I feel like I should already know you, Gabby.
Why don't you come get to know me?
Anyway, yeah. So, you know, introducing yourself to people is all about just basic vibing, getting to know the basic details about a person, and being confident. You know what I mean? And comfortable. Mm-hmm. Most importantly, you don't have to try to impress somebody. When I meet you, if you're going to like me as a woman, and I want all my players, all my fellas, all my players in training to know this, there is nothing that you can say or do that will make a woman like you. Your job doesn't matter. How much money you have doesn't matter. You dig what I'm saying? If she likes you, she likes you. You buying her drinks, paying for the table, saying I'll take you to dinner tonight, saying I'll take you to vacation to Greece, none of that is going to make her like you if she does not like who you are as a person with your swagger and y'all's natural chemistry. You understand what I'm saying? So you got to be comfortable enough with yourself to accept that I like me, right? I know who I am. And if we aren't compatible, and if you don't like me, it's cool.
All right, Cameron, I've been upgrading my lifestyle, and I experienced a lot of friends either down talking you, maybe just completely removing themselves from your life. So how do you cope with losing your friends?
Okay, so when you're upgrading your lifestyle, why are your friends down talking you?
Their own insecurities are being projected onto you.
What do you mean they're down talking you?
Like, they may say, "Oh, yeah, don't start wearing this," or why do you go there? Why are you talking like that? You know?
Okay.
Those kinds of things.
And what else?
They just being judgmental overall. Maybe gossiping about you.
So what I'm gathering is you're dressing better, you're going to better places, you're speaking better, and they have a problem with that. Mm-hmm. Now, why do you think they have a problem with that, first of all?
Because they're insecure and they don't recognize the same person that you were when you guys were friends, you know, at the same level. Now they see you winning, they see you upgrading, and they're uncomfortable.
So why would you winning make your friend uncomfortable?
Because they don't really want to see you win.
Why not?
Jealousy?
Why is your friend jealous of you?
Because she doesn't think that she could attain or accomplish the same things that I'm doing.
Possibly. Yeah, possibly. Mm-hmm. So if she's feeling bothered by what you have going on, this is what I always say. Jealousy is a natural emotion. Jealousy is not bad. It's how you respond to jealousy. Mm-hmm. So you have two options. If I see a dude getting more money than me, driving better cars than me, dressing better than me, living better than me, and having better women than me, I have two options. His life is better than mine. I can get inspired, or I can become a hater. Mm-hmm. If I don't think I can get the same things, then I'm going to feel like inferior, right? So if I feel beneath him, but I still want him in my life, and I don't want to feel bad regularly being around somebody who I think is better than me, what do I have to do? I have to pull them down off the pedestal they're on in my mind.
Yeah.
So that's what makes you a hater. I need to bring you down so I can feel more comfortable and more equal being around you. So if that bitch thinks I can't look as fly as her, I can't get men as fly as what she gets, I can't get tangibles like what she gets, and I can't have the lifestyle she has, and I can't be as happy as she is, but I still want her in my life. But I don't want to feel bad about the fact that she's better than me, in my mind. I need to pull her down off the pedestal and tear down the things that she's doing and hate on the things that she's doing. You're dressing too well. You're trying too hard. Why are you with that dude? He's a player. Why are you going to these places? Those are bougie places. Why are you in that store? You look superficial. Right?
Right.
So the way you deal with that is you realize that the road to success is lonely. No one but you can walk with you on the road to success. When you're at the bottom, there's a lot of people who don't want to add challenge and pressure to themselves to upgrade and improve themselves. It's complacent at the bottom. It's very comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
The road to success is uncomfortable. You have to acknowledge your weaknesses, your insecurities. You have to go through challenges, and you have to stay persistent through adversity to make it towards where you want to go. By definition, you are at where you're at because of the person you are. So to be somewhere better, you have to become someone better, right? Mm-hmm. Becoming someone better, just like going to the gym and getting stronger, it hurts. You have to break down muscle, rebuild, and become someone stronger than you were before. You have to change. You have to let go of things that you once, it might have been comfortable to watch Netflix instead of go to the gym. Now you have to go to the gym instead of watch Netflix. And you have to go to sleep earlier when you maybe liked staying up, talking to somebody on the phone or bullshitting on social media to get your rest so you can rebuild your muscles, for example. You have to drink green juice, you dig, instead of soda.
Right.
So, in many ways, and in many cases, the road to success has a lot to do with shedding weight and shedding things holding you back so that you can become more efficient and focus more on the things that contribute to you rather than take away from you. And you have to be okay with being alone. Mm-hmm. You were born alone, and you're the common denominator to every success that you've had in your life. You're also the common denominator to every failure you've had in your life. What I mean by that is, no person other than you was present in every success and failure that you've experienced except you. Mm-hmm. Which means that you were responsible for achievement and climbing out of failure. So you don't need anybody. Mm-hmm. But if you think you need somebody, you know what I'm saying? All you're doing is limiting yourself. Mm-hmm. So when you develop the trust to know that I'm going to be who I am, I'm going to carry myself in the way that I see myself as the person that I want to be. I'm going to work towards the achievements that I want materialized in my future. And I'm not going to accept less. You have to be okay with letting every person who's not congruent with that go, and letting everything that's not congruent with that go.
What has been your daily mode of operation that has helped you become a better man, attain your goals, that kind of thing?
I think the main thing is what I say in Organic Growth Nation is that your daily habits, routines, and rituals determine your quality of living. What I mean by that is when you wake up in the morning, the habits that you have in place and the routines you have in place are going to affect who you are as a person, and they're going to affect the productivity you have. So it's going to determine your future, right? So I wake up and I do a gratitude prayer. I raise my blinds, I look out the window at the cityscape of Vegas, and I give thanks for a few minutes of the blessings that are around me. I straighten my place up. I get my place organized and clean. That's for my self-esteem. Mm-hmm. I live in a nice place. Mm-hmm. I take a shower. I get myself clean. That's important. I get fly. I dress myself up well because I'm going to show myself to the world in a way where I feel proud of how I'm showing myself to the world. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I write a gratitude journal. And I give thanks for everything around me, my life, my present, and my future. And then I go to work, I get my money, I work on my business, I come back home, I exercise, and then I'll go out and socialize somewhere and enjoy myself and treat myself for all the hard work I did. Mm-hmm. Now, when I do that consistently, I'm building my gratitude, which is elevating my mood, it's elevating my vibration, it's making me a more positive person overall, and it's giving me a more positive outlook on my present and the future. Okay, I'm doing my visualizations. That's giving me pictures for what I'm going to materialize. It's giving me something to work towards, and it's giving me something to have a direction to move towards, so I can set my goals and be clear about what I'm doing and why I'm doing it and what I'm going to have when I work my ass off. And then my other rituals are all about developing the skills that I need to make all that happen. You understand what I'm saying? So the way you go about your day to day, is like setting bricks in place that build what you're working towards. Ultimately, you build the foundation, and then you build the building, and then you have this masterpiece that you wanted, which is your life.